Greetings comrades and welcome to the new video. Today we will be preparing an Italian salad but with some Slav elements which I like to add to it and some Italian elements removed from it as I either don't enjoy them so much or we don't have them available here or they're quite hard to find. I mean, they're easy to find but quality ones are hard to find and thus I prefer making it the Slav way. We'll be making the all-famous caprese salad, which consists typically of pesto, tomatoes and mozzarella, but you'll see how we'll twist it up today. Now let's go and see how this Slavified version of the salad is prepared.
За мен от салата на готвача.
Бабо, това е малко грубо. Вземи си твоя салата, нямаш на човека салатата. We start our salad with 2 huge tomatoes. Make sure you have some nice tomatoes. Now they're not quite in season, but again I found some nice tomatoes which were sweet. I have a question for you. What is red and goes up and down? A tomato in an elevator. You need some parsley for our version, some salt, some mozzarella. I had a little bit less fat mozzarella for this video. I just wanted to spare a little bit of calories while the taste was quite similar. By the way, I have a great recipe for salmon with mozzarella on top. I call it salmonella. Some olive oil which has taste of basil and I'll use some curds. The salad is quite simple. First we'll need to clean our tomato from the stem and cut it into these huge circles. Yes, for this salad we'll need the tomato to be in circles. And look at that tomato, it's so meaty and it was so sweet. And yeah, by the way, these tomatoes which I had both of them were different sorts, but again they were quite nice. Basically cut them into circles really carefully. Don't make the circles like too thin or too thick. Around like half a centimeter thickness is more than enough. And be careful not to cut yourself, of course. After that, the mozzarella, again, we want to cut it into these ellipses, these elliptical shapes. They're not quite circles.
Това е тази моцарела, бе, нямаме ли си сирене? Поне служи от нашата извара имах да нос.
This is important for us when we are ordering our salad in the plate, like in a second. And we need to get a huge plate and start ordering our Slav prese salad, I guess. And just make sure to order tomato, mozzarella, tomato, mozzarella, tomato. And I feel very weird of pronouncing mozzarella. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, to be honest. Basically make this kind of like beautiful salad and after that we will put some things on top. And after you finish your circle, like improvise a little bit, I add some like mozzarellas, I add tomato in the middle and I wanted to make something beautiful but it didn't quite turn very nice, but in the end it was tasty. When we add the parsley on top, like it will look beautiful either way. Sprinkle some olive oil on top. Mine is pretty easy with that dispenser to split it evenly. And we're almost done with the salad. I decided to add some Bulgarian curds on top just for some extra protein, and they're milky, they're tasty, and why not? If you don't have these curds, you can use cottage cheese, you can use feta cheese even, you can use whatever you want. You can use some quark. Basically whatever products you have available would work perfectly fine. Also you can just skip that part. And the last part of our salad is to add some herbs like green things. You can add basil, but for our version to be very Slavic, I will add this parsley on top.
Така, както ти казах.
And we're kinda ready with our salad. It turned quite huge, quite tasty and quite filling. Just finish with a sprinkle of salt and we are done. The Slav difficulty level of this is 1 out of 5. Basically cut tomatoes, order them with some mozzarella and curds and sprinkle with parsley. Let me know if you like the salad. Now let's see final words and the taste test of the salad.
Бе, хич не изглежда зле, ма това цялото сам ли ще го изядеш, бе?
So comrades, we prepared the Slavified version of the caprese salad and it turned out quite huge. Instead of the pesto, we didn't use pesto at all, we just used parsley. I sticked a little bit to the traditional stuff with the mozzarella. I mean, this is not the most quality mozzarella, I got it from Lidl after all. And I got a little bit lower fat mozzarella just to spare some calories along the way. But I find that the taste is almost the same. Also, we've used for the authenticity a little bit of olive oil, which was flavored with basil, which turned out quite nice. And on top, I added some more protein, like these curds, or how other Slavs call it, as I know, tvorog. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same. We call it izvara. Basically, when they make skim milk, this remains as a subproduct and it's full of protein, so why not eating it? It's tasty, it's milky, and it has only protein in it. If you want to prepare this version of the salad, you can replace it with cottage cheese. I mean, if you have some Bulgarian shop where you live, or Eastern European shop where you live, you may find it, but it's not necessary. You can also sprinkle some feta cheese on top. It will be again nice. And of course, the tomatoes that we used are the nice Bulgarian pink tomatoes, sun tomatoes, how we tell them. Now they are not in season, but there are still some good ones. I mean, they are quite expensive, but they're worth the money. And on top we added the parsley instead of the pesto. It's our green go-to thing. I mean, we love it. We put parsley on a lot of things, like fresh. In the end, as a garnish, just like we add summer savory in all the dishes, we like to add some parsley on top on most of them. And that's basically it for today. Now I like to have a tomato piece. I will take it from here. I have everything. It's, as you saw, the tomatoes are quite big and it's hard to eat, but if you do it like that, you have the mozzarella, you have some of the curds, you have tomato, you have from everything, and you just need to open a big mouth to eat it. Now, this is some juicy, tasty stuff. I can eat like tons of this, and good that I removed most of my beard, so I won't get messy this time. This was all from me, comrades, for today. I hope you enjoyed this version of the salad, and Slav you next time. Let us all take a moment to appreciate this salad pun.